All right, on today's video, we're going to be installing my Aces Killshot unit. All right, it's going to be going on to the 72 Mach 1 that I got from my dad, Pops' car. It's always going to be his car. 351 Cleveland, Aces, EFI, install. Always bet on Aces. So I'm trying to drop this tank, and I don't know, we're going to see how it goes. Alright, see how big a mess I can make. Let me get my glasses on first, because I don't want no gas in my eyes. So I tried draining all the gas out of it, so let's see how it goes. Put this back up here. Let me get up in this trunk and see if I can get that fill tube out here. I think it's the fill tube that's holding it. Tell you, I miss my dad. Miss my dad every day, but it's at times like these where I really miss my dad. I ain't never done one of these yet, so we'll see. What's up, everybody? So today's a very exciting day here. So it's going to be the Aces install day. And I'm very happy to get this started. So let's get this throttle body over here and look and see how it's going to look. I know my garage is still a mess. So I got the intake redone yesterday. All right, first order of business. Let's set this throttle body on here to see how she's gonna look. And looks pretty awesome on there. Let's see how this linkage is gonna line up with it. We'll be fine with they using that one right there. All right, on Pops' car, the only place I could get to drill that 2-inch hole is right there, underneath the master cylinder and behind the brake pedal. So I just gotta get in here, dig this piece out. I went and got me a little hook to get in there to get it just like that. There it is. So it's sat like this. There was a piece of metal that went right underneath of it. So, all right. It's a double thickness right there. You can see it right there in the video. Let's make sure I can get back there and get to it.
See your finger. Okay, I got one.
All right, putting the new temperature sensor in. Look at this, filming and doing this. Man. Multitasking. I might not be able to walk and chew gum at the same time, but by God, I can do this. And talk. That's 3 things at once, Bill. All right, so I got the tank out of the Mach 1, and I've had it out here, and it's dried. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's been dry for about 3 days now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this blower, because where the fuel sending unit goes is right there. So I'm gonna take this blower, blow it out real good. Oh yeah, blowing all them fumes out. And I'm gonna let that run for a while, and then let it blow them fumes out real good. And then when I go to drill, I'm actually going to use used some grease on my drill bit and the hole saw, so I guess I better mark this thing out. All right, well, I stuck the red ring on there, and it goes right there, and I measured, it's 2 inches across, so I did 1 inch from here, 1 inch from there, 1 inch from there. But the problem I'm seeing is right now is, see that right there? That is this vent, which goes in the fill tube, so it keeps it from overflowing. So I guess I'm gonna have to cut that once I cut this hole, but we'll get to that when we get there. All right, well, I've had this tank drying for a couple of days, and I've been blowing it out with this blower real good. I'll blow it some more. Try to minimize any sparks. Use some of this grease. Drill it really slow, like that. All right, so I drilled my 2 1/8 inch hole. Now stuck this on here, and I got my first hole scribed out. I've got to drill those 5 holes, 1/4 inch. So I'm going to use this punch. All right, well, according to the instructions, I've got to put these 6 countersunk screws into here, and I have to use red Loctite on them. So I guess that's the first thing I'm gonna do. All right, well, I've cut this, did that, and I think it's time to slide this thing in here. So the first thing I need to do, though, apparently, let's see how good I am at this. I have to put this in here, then get it up through these 6 holes. I think I need somebody with smaller hands. Well, that's what I was afraid of. That's typical stuff for me. All right. Genius idea. Woo! Look at that. Try setting this bad puppy down in here. All right, out here cruising around in the wagon, going to get a new harmonic balancer because my harmonic balancer spun on its hub. So I got to set that distributor to 15 degrees before top dead center, and when I put it on that, it's nowhere even near where it's supposed to be. So here we go. We're going to pick it up over here at Street and Strip Performance. And if y'all ever need anything performance-wise, please give Drew a call, because I sure like having him close. Sure is nice. Just had a buddy of mine stop by, and he was talking about getting me to be his bodyguard. I said, man, I said, I've lost 30 pounds. I said, but I'm going down another 50. And I said, just wait till I lose another 50 pounds. He said, wow, will you be 50 pounds stronger? I said, heck no. I said, I'll be able to run and get help. All right, well, I just got my new plugs installed, and I'm gonna put these new spark plug wires on here, but they've got the porcelain caps on them, which is really, really cool. And now I gotta set them all on here and cut them to fit, so I'll pick out the 2 shortest ones. All right, time to install this rotor button, and as you'll see, over here there's a square, over here there's a round. So you look on top here, there's your square, there's your round, so you know which way it goes. It'll clip right in place. How about that? Pretty nice of them to do that for you. Get the distributor cap on there. All right, because of what I got going on in the back, in the trunk, I've had to index this thing over a little bit. But my thing to you all, if you do one of these, watch where you put the holes so you can have these things split this. I would put the one hole right here, so that way you could split it, put 30 degrees on both sides of it. But I didn't do that. So it's a learning experience. So hopefully this is gonna work. Hopefully I can get that to work up underneath of where it's supposed to go. So this right here is the problem. I've only got so wide of a hump here. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to cut that hump out, but if I do, then I just have to. And then I'll figure out something later to fix it back. All right, so what we got now is, you can't see above here. I've got this up, but it may be hitting, I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some longer carriage bolts. I'm gonna get some more insulation for that to be able to drop the back of this tank down some. I should be able to drop it down some. If I can drop that down, get these about 1 inch longer, I can drop the back of this tank down, and that might help some. What do you think?
What we're going to have to do.
What do you think, Bill?
I will try it and see.
All right.
It's going to help for sure.
But you can't see anything from up inside here. Then my lines are got to run out right there. And that's all we can see. But it looks like you got some room right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you got some room as long as that balance got out all the way down.
All right, Bill. Here's this one. These wires. You can shine and show it on me too, Teresa. This is what we ended up with. So we're gonna hope it works. All right. I'm gonna make sure that this thing is off to the side over here. Last time we had it on top of the tank.
This.
On the other side of the strap. Almost got me.
Sorry.
All right, that ain't going nowhere. Good enough for the girls I date. All right, I think first things first. Let's get these, get one on these, right? So I got the first 2 in right there. All right, so the plan is to take this wheel off, and then I can run my gas lines inside here, out of the way. run 12 volts from battery. So I'm just gonna follow this wiring harness around and tape onto it. That right there, that hanging up on that is exactly why every time I go camping or hiking, I always take a roll of wire and stick it in my pocket. In case I fall off a cliff, it's bound to get hung on something. Push these wires back through the hole that I made in the 2-inch hole that I made in the firewall. All right, in order to get one with this, I had to get one 24 inches, or I think, which I didn't want one that long, but that's what they had. Throw a little bit of dielectric grease on there. Move it around on there good so we don't get a bunch of corrosion. All right, well, after my bad weld, let's see what we do with them. You can see I got it up there and I ground that back down. And had to ground the bung down. Get all that nasty weld off there. So now my buddy Bill's gonna come over and he's gonna try to weld it. He's a little better welder than I am. He said his welder's got a gas bottle, so it's better.
We'll see.
You need something to snip that end off with? All right, I'm gonna stop this because my buddy's wife, every time somebody's welding on TV, she turns her head so she doesn't get a flash. All right, we're gonna make up this last plug wire here. I assume I'll have them out like that, so I'm gonna go up right like that. So just measure it there. Cut it. Come back 5/8 of an inch, which is about right there. Strip it. Get the scissors, don't cut your core. Trim those back. And take this, flip it back, take your end, put it on there, and you're gonna go to this. What?
Go ahead, you're good.
You're gonna go to this right here, just a little bit more. Crimp that, twist it, crimp it in. You bring them over here to this, crimp. Take that out, take it to the other one, crimp it. Then take a little bit of the pookie sauce, dielectric grease, put it right in the end of your boot there. You just take that, slide it right into your boot. All right, there we go. That's how it's done. All right, let's see what we got this time. Still had some in the line. All right. Well, this is what's going to have to happen. That's my brain box down there. Got this mounted here. I'm probably going to end up mounting it over there. It's just a really bad spot right here. Either that or I'm going to try to come down here, mount it. I guess startup video is going to be later. Blackjack distributor in. I got the blackjack wires on. I still want to do a little bit with them up here. Get them up and out of the way. But I got that hooked up. I just don't have any fuel pressure right now. And I got to figure out why. Well, the next video is going to be me figuring all this stuff out and taking it for a drive in my startup. After going through and editing my video, I find that there are some things that I missed. And I have 1 whole hour and 9 minutes of me filming in my pocket. Let's just go get a fire off one of the other ones. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go back and make another video of me locking out the distributor because I didn't get that video done. So I found that a lot of times without my regular cameraman, Nate, who's on vacation, I missed a few things. But with that, Aces, EFI install, always bet on Aces.